Alright, so I know I'm a couple days late to this, but I have to talk about this on the channel. If you are not aware, on the weekend, multiple concept art frames were leaked online for concept art of Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. As soon as I saw these, I lost my shit. I was so excited by finally getting to see the things that we saw, and I'm just going to break it all down and share my thoughts because I can't contain the excitement I have for what they have started to build in concept art. It looks awesome. Before I get into this, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it around. I'd really appreciate it. And be aware that there could be some massive spoilers for this as well. So if you do not want potential spoilers for Avengers Doomsday or Avengers Secret Wars, I highly recommend not watching the rest of this video. The images are kind of all over the internet now, so there's a good chance you will probably stumble across them, but I'm just going to break them all down here because I've got some big thoughts. If you are not aware, Doctor Doom is my favorite Marvel villain of all time. He's just the GOAT. He is. Like, there's no one that compares to being the same level of villainy, power, just the appeal that he has to me is really, really rich, and I just really am so excited that we're finally getting him in the MCU. I'm going to share more in-depth thoughts as I'm discussing the art. But as of now, Doctor Doom is on his way. He's not holding back. It's going to be awesome. So these are some of the concept art frames that were leaked. The first one of which is Doctor Doom sitting on the throne. Now, the first thing that you may notice is he's in white. This is in reference to the Secret Wars 2015 by Jonathan Hickman, where he becomes God Emperor Doom after taking the power of the Beyonders. So obviously we know Secret Wars is the end goal for this multiverse saga, and it looks like Jonathan Hickman's 2015 Secret Wars is going to be a massive inspiration for the film. And I'm so glad we are getting God Emperor Doom in the movies. The only thing that's holding me back on 100% hype. I'm at like 95% hype right now for God Emperor Doom. The only 5% that's holding this back from being like the all-time greatest thing that Marvel's ever done in the movies is that this is Robert Downey Jr. playing the role. Now, I have no doubt he can play a good Doctor Doom. It's just the fact they chose to use him as Victor Von Doom, knowing that he looks like Tony Stark, knowing the heroes will react a certain way when they see him. And what's reassuring about all this concept art is that he's wearing the mask in all of it. He's not, he doesn't have it taken off or anything. He's wearing the mask, so kind of shows that they know the mask is important for the character. But it's just knowing that this is God Emperor Doom, I would like to see an actual actor that would play him in the long term, because Robert Downey Jr., there's no way he's playing him past Avengers Secret Wars. He's basically done after Secret Wars. A new Doom, I think, will come in and be the new focus for that character after Secret Wars when they do a soft reboot or whatever they're planning to do after Secret Wars. So I love they're doing God Emperor Doom. That's the best possible way you do Secret Wars properly. It's just Robert Downey Jr. playing the role that's kind of brought it just a little bit down for me. I'm still super excited to see it, but it's Robert Downey Jr. But the look is perfect. Like, he's got the fur kind of coat cape around him, white hood. The mask looks awesome. The glowing green eyes. They've got this little mouth grill. They've nailed that. I know there's a lot of different iterations of it. I'm a big fan of it looks like an H and then there's like a circle kind of thing in the middle. By the looks of it, that's pretty close. And yeah, they did a good job. The way, the cheekbone kind of look goes in. I think the mask is perfect. The glowing green eyes, that's going to be really cool to see. Of course, the giant golden circular cape clasps on his collarbone, the gauntlets, the armor. It looks perfect. I am so excited to see it. And we get a shot of him sitting on the throne. This is Doctor Doom right here. Again, another thing I will say about God Emperor Doom and it being Robert Downey Jr., I would prefer if they knew Doctor Doom was going to be in Secret Wars the whole time, and there's a good chance they would have brought him in anyway if Kang was still the villain. Just introduce him earlier, and you get more build up to kind of show his motivations, and he's slowly getting closer to being a god and being the ruler of the multiverse, having everyone under his authority and showing, I am the only capable person of leading humanity in the world. Everyone is under my rule. I am Doom. You are beneath me. I think having way more time with him would have established him being much more of a threat. There's no doubt he will be portrayed as a giant threat in Doomsday because obviously it all works out in his favor in Secret Wars. But this is going to be really cool to see. I just wish we had more time with Doom because I think this iteration is done after Secret Wars. There's a good, 70% chance he'll be in Fantastic Four. I hope he is. But if not, then you only get 2 movies with him. That's not a lot of time with Doom. And you can argue that we had the same amount of time with Thanos, but Thanos we knew was being built up the entire time in the Infinity Saga. Doom was shoehorned in after Kang left, and it's kind of, being rushed at this point, but I'm not going to say no to Doctor Doom in the MCU. The next image we have is a Doom throne scene while something's going on here. So of course we have Doctor Strange as his second in command as Sheriff Strange. We get what appears to be Reed kneeling before him. He's been captured by someone, and it looks like this is Sue Storm and Franklin Richards as Doom's, family, because in the comic he creates Battle World, and this is where it looks like Secret Wars will be taking place, of course, naturally. And he's created this whole Renaissance, Victorian age look of this world that he's created where he is the king of everyone. He's their god. So Doctor Doom then uses Battle World as creating the world in his own image where he is ruling everyone. And to make things just a little bit more better in his way, he takes Reed's family away from him and makes it his own. So Reed is seeing his own family, his wife, Sue Storm, his son, Franklin Richards, and his daughter in the comics, Valeria Richards, as his own children. Again, he looks awesome in this shot. This is Doctor Doom right here. That's perfect. Doctor Strange looks pretty cool too. You can easily tell that's Benedict Cumberbatch right there. Kind of similar facial features to Vanessa Kirby right there. And obviously Franklin Richards will be coming in Fantastic Four. Kind of looks like Pedro Pascal there. Would not be surprised if that's Reed. And obviously Doom has him kneeling before him because of their rivalry. So this is going to be awesome. So this scene I think is a big moment. What could be in Secret Wars where Doom has Reed kneeling to him, making him, realize where the authority is at, which is Doctor Doom. And all these people are watching on. I assume this is in Castle Doom. It would make sense if it was. This is going to be awesome. I'm so glad they're going with the whole Victorian age and Renaissance era aesthetic for Battle World. It looks, it's exactly what Doctor Doom would do. Castle Doom traditionally in Latveria is exactly this kind of vibe, and this is just a really good frame. I'm so surprised they're doing this, and it makes me so excited to see Doctor Strange. He in the comic is the one to kind of break out of Doom's, clutches and influence on his mind and realize that he has wiped everyone's minds and everyone is doing what he's saying. And there are other heroes that are trapped away and he frees them, and then those heroes come in to save everyone from Doom. So he might be playing the same kind of role in this. I hope he is. This is just gonna be so cool. I am so excited to finally see Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars basically in live action. It's not going to be a direct adaptation, but mainly a huge influence. It is my favorite Marvel comic storyline of all time, so this has me so hyped. The next image we have is Star-Lord and White Vision sitting on a couch, hanging out. This one I think is from Doomsday. This could be, a frame, maybe, White Vision stumbles across Star-Lord or the other way around, and they kind of, become friends, I guess. And Sam maybe arrives, seeing Star-Lord's living in an apartment. Vision's there hanging out. Of course, he's got apples and beer and pizza sitting around. I'm curious to see if this actually is from the Avengers movies or if this is another project on its own. Good chance it's Doomsday, but that's an interesting frame, I'll say. Now the next image is really cool, is a village of Hulks. And obviously again, this is on Battle World. You can see the giant wall blocking everything. In the comics, he uses the Thing as being the wall. He uses his entire body as the wall around Doomstat and Castle Doom. And there's a village of Hulks. In the comic, there's, he has a legion of Thors as his army. So in this, he's got a village of Hulks, which could be really cool. Of course, you got Bruce Banner here, Jennifer Walters here, and what might be Scar here, or just a warrior Hulk. Another one, he's got an arrow, it looks like stuck in his side here. But you see a Hulk here, there's one there, there's two over here, there's one in the background, and there's other humans here. It looks like a little girl is kind of turning into a Hulk here, but this is the class system. So Doom is living in the castle, the highest life. He's, got everyone in really nice clothes. Then you get the people in the streets, I guess, who he'd consider the peasants of Doomsday. And you see just the look of their buildings. Like, it's very like a puzzle piece. Like, they're all, matched together. It doesn't look glamorous. It looks like they are forced to live in some kind of poverty. And, it looks like this is what Doom wants. He wants to have all the power while everyone else is beneath him. Obviously, some people share that same kind of glamorous lifestyle that he has, like Doctor Strange is his subordinate, Sue Storm and Franklin are his family, so obviously they're living in the castle, but people like Hulk and She-Hulk are not living that same kind of life. And in the comic, everyone is carrying on as if this was their everyday lives. What could be really cool to explore is the same concept in this movie. And you get one character or multiple that are going around saying, this is not your life, snap out of it, we need to stop Doom right now. And they're like, this has been our normal lives forever, like, go away, you're kind of bothering us. I hope that's what they kind of do, because in this, it kind of looks like whatever kind of Hulk this is, if it's Scar or just another one, they've discovered that maybe these people belong to another Earth, a different reality where they could stop Doom. And based off their facial expressions, they might be kind of, surprised to hear something that this one is saying. So really cool concept here. The next one is a shot of the Young Avengers by the looks of it. You get Wong here, Star-Lord. Maybe they are putting together the team, which could be interesting. You get Kate Bishop, Stature, Speed, Wiccan, and Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel. And it's not in frame right now, but there is a mutant character. I'm just gonna move it over because he's out of frame, but I forget his name, but it might look familiar to some people. It's this giant, looks like, kind of like a booger with an X on it. He's an X-Men character. It's interesting that he's in this frame, but seeing that the Young Avengers are together, this could be from Doomsday, it also could be from Secret Wars, but it also could be from a Young Avengers project. There is an untitled Marvel release in February of 2026 before Doomsday. It could be just a really short Young Avengers movie to maybe show that and get them introduced and formed as a team heading into Doomsday, or it's just, scrapped off the calendar, doesn't exist anymore. But the Young Avengers being in the same area kind of hints at the future of the MCU, I guess, after Secret Wars, and Wong and Star-Lord are part of that old generation. Maybe they're helping them kind of get the swing of things in this new universe. So that's a cool concept there. The next one is a concept of a Black Panther. The rumor is that this is Azuri, T'Challa's grandfather. I like the look of the costume. It looks really good. The gold, the black, the accent colors like the silver, and the kind of lines that they got going on. It looks really nice. The cape looks nice. I like that they actually have the cape now. I would have loved to see Chadwick Boseman with the cape, but sadly we never got that. The Panther statue, there's a Dora Milaje warrior over here. We don't know who exactly this is in the concept. He kind of does look like Chadwick Boseman, but there's no way they're going to use a CGI model of Chadwick Boseman for this. They're probably going to recast and have it as a variant of Black Panther. I just think that's a cool look. I'm interested to see if this is for Black Panther 3, if this is for Doomsday. It very well could be Secret Wars, a different variant of Black Panther. Maybe this is on Battleworld. Could be interesting to see, but this is one look. The next one is a different look, different concept. This is very interesting because it's kind of like a body paint kind of thing. You can see his lips, his nose, the eyes, you can see the pupils right there, but it's a very different look for Black Panther, and there's like the loincloth there. This is a very interesting take on the character, and I think this could be cool to work with. And maybe this is the same person. Azuri could be that same concept, or it's a different one, I don't know, but it's a cool look, and yeah, very well could be Secret Wars. The next one is a sketch, what appears to be a human trapped in a dungeon, presumably in Castle Doom. He's chained up, there's 3 chains all going up there. Looks like they're in some kind of waterfall. Based off the look, can't really tell who this is. I saw rumors that it was Bucky. It's not Bucky. He doesn't have a mechanical arm. Those are real arms right there. Maybe it's a variant where Bucky has both of his real arms, or in Battle World, Doom gives him a real arm. I don't know, but it's most likely someone, maybe Thor. Maybe Thor. It could be Thor. A very malnourished Thor as a prisoner in Castle Doom. I wouldn't mind that, actually. That would be kind of cool to see. But that's a cool sketch there. The next one is basically a collection of what we've already seen. And there's a sketch down here of Doom. It's like a over-the-shoulder shot from Reed kneeling down. It looks like Doctor Strange is here talking to him, and Doom is up here. He's wearing a crown. I know it's cut off, but there is another image. I couldn't find it, but I saw he's wearing like a crown here, obviously giving a bit of a speech to Reed. There's Sue, Franklin, some kind of subordinate for Doom. But those are the main images for Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, maybe the Young Avengers, maybe Black Panther 3, but those are the main images that were leaked. There are others, I just couldn't find them because all the media outlets are talking about this. They're kind of all over the place. Some have the exact same images, some have different ones. I just couldn't find them. Now, another one that did get leaked was concept of Jocasta, the female Ultron. Again, we don't know if this is for specifically Doomsday or Secret Wars. This site is saying it's for Vision Quest. I know it's cut off here, but it very well could be Vision Quest. I wouldn't mind that if she was in Vision Quest. Could be really cool to see. It would make sense, especially with James Spader coming back as Ultron. But I think it would be kind of cool to have Jocasta as an enforcer for Doctor Doom on Battle World. It could be cool to have him using a weaponized version in his favor, an Ultron variant like Jocasta that could do his dirty work for him while he's sitting up in the castle. That would be really cool, but there's a very good chance this is for Vision Quest. I think this concept, she looks great. Looks basically just like Ultron with some feminine aspects and aesthetic, and I think it looks really cool. So that is the gist of the concept art that has been leaked. So again, if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video. I'd really appreciate it. I am so excited for Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. There is a rumor that Doomsday could be delayed to 2027, and I would not be surprised if it is, because it is just starting to film. It's coming out in May 2026 as of now. That's a tight schedule to make, especially with the number of VFX shots and the cast and all of that. And reshoots probably, there's probably going to be a lot of reshoots. It's probably going to be delayed, but based off this concept art, I think it can really get the hype going, especially for Secret Wars. It looks like they're going to nail everything for the Jonathan Hickman storyline. Obviously, there will be some other major cameos from the Marvel Legacy characters like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, Deadpool, any of those kinds of legacy characters, and I guess mutant characters in the adjacent universe with Deadpool. But this concept art really gets me excited, especially for Secret Wars. We don't know specifically what project the concept art is for, but we can get a really good guess based off of what we see in it. And I'm 100% positive all of the God Emperor Doom stuff is in Secret Wars. It wouldn't make any sense to have it in Doomsday right out of the gate, but he's coming. Dr. Doom's on his way, and I'm so excited for it. So again, make sure to subscribe. I'm going to do a ton of other Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars updates as things come out, so you don't want to miss those, and I will see you in the next video.